Internet. This is SAR Martinian here with another episode of Shenanigans, the show where I sit in my room talking to a video camera because I'm cool like that. So, is it echoing here? Yeah, still is a little bit. So as you can tell, I'm in a different space now. I have in fact finished my move to Kentucky, which I've spoken about briefly a couple of other times. And I'm probably going to be trying to speak relatively softly here. Just because without a lot of the furniture up yet, sound travels pretty far in this apartment. I'm living with SIR Tree God now, so that's awesome. I'm continuously afraid that I'm going to wake someone up. I swear to God. Anyway, which is funny because my room is actually separated from everyone else's by the living room and the patio, so there's actually quite a bit of space in between myself and the others. Yeah, my father's been helping me move in, and that's been wonderful, and it's going very well. But unfortunately, due to the fact that I am moving in, videos have stopped. As I'm sure some of you have noticed, they stopped on Wednesday was the last day that one got uploaded, and that's because that's as far as I was able to record before I left. Videos will start again sometime this week. I don't know when this week, but they will start up again. I got in my next loot crate, so that's going to be one of the first ones, obviously. And over the next few weeks, you guys over Shenanigans will progressively get to watch as my room gets updated. Right now, the mattress is on the floor, the clothes are in the hamper, and they're not in the dresser, and I'm on a fold-out table. I don't have a desk at the moment, so that's fun. But yeah. Oh, Wildstar. That's the thing I wanted to talk about. So, as I'm sure some of you are aware, Wildstar's Head Start for those who pre-ordered started today. Yeah, today. Well, I guess technically yesterday. Yeah, considering the time that I'm filming this, technically yesterday, May 31st, Saturday. The point is, though, as I'm sure you all know, I've been very excited about Wildstar for a long time. My first video was about, my first Shenanigans video, I should clarify, mentioned Wildstar, and for a long time before that, I've been, kind of paying attention to it, relatively excited about it. And so obviously I had pre-ordered, I was really happy to get into it, and two things happened that are just preventing me from accessing it at all. First thing is that I killed my phone. I jumped into the pool yesterday or the day before, I can't remember which, and destroyed it. So that was fun. Unfortunately, though, I had put the Google Authenticator for my Wildstar account up and on my phone, which means that I can't actually log into the game. But that's okay, because that's the secondary problem, because the primary problem is that whenever I open the .exe and start the game, there's a crash or a freeze that happens with my computer. Sometimes it's just the program crash freezes, other times it takes my entire computer with it and I have to do a hard reset in order to get it to run again. That is less preferable. That is actually getting very annoying, but I'm working with support on it. We may have found the issue just now. I don't know. I'm working on it. That's really all I can say. I want to get online. I want to play. I played in beta. I know it's awesome. I know what characters I'm going to make. I've reserved names, etc. It's a good game and I want to play it, but it's going to continue to fight me. We'll be online soon, though. You can see my new lamp here. There's no actual light in this room. It's, normally you expect there to be a light at the top of a room in an apartment, but in this apartment they did not provide that, and instead provide you with the ability to attach a light to the roof. which is nice and everything, but if you do that, the light does not work according to the light switch at the entrance to the room. No, no, no. That is a plug behind my bed. So, lamp. It's very nice, very pretty, produces a moderate amount of light. Oh, here's the thing. I have LED bulbs in this. I'm not sure if, how many of you are familiar with this, but in the world of lighting, there's incandescent bulbs, which is kind of, what we've used for the most part since Edison. And then they came out with the CFL's compact fluorescent lights, which are relatively efficient. They use about 1/4 the energy of an incandescent bulb to produce similar light output, but they are much more expensive, and they're not very good in the long term, because turning them on and off is what damages them. But in like a household scenario, that's what you're doing all the time. Fluorescent lights are great for factories or like Walmart, where they're just on forever. They end up having a much longer lifespan than incandescents, but the more you turn them on and off, the more they die. So what's now starting to come out is these LED lights, light emitting diodes, that actually use 1/10 of the energy of a incandescent bulb, roughly, once again, for the same amount of light. And they doesn't matter how much you turn them off, turn them on, you can dim them. And basically, they have all of the benefits of both of the CFL and the incandescent bulb, but greater than both of them. They're still relatively expensive, but I happen to find some at the Home Depot here that equivalent price to CFLs. So I went ahead and splurged on 3, and they're serving me well. They're very, very bright, which is wonderful. What else? What else is new this week? See, I know there are things that are going to be new, because how could there not be? I'm moving. But then again, when you're moving, you can't really think of all that much about what you're doing. Oh my gosh, the St. Louis Arch. The St. Louis Arch, Gateway Arch is the proper name for it. Awesome, and simultaneously a horrible thing to do if you're a tourist. So, the Gateway Arch is, if you guys aren't familiar, is the big St. Louis Arch that's made of steel, I think. Come on, I even watched the informational video on this while we were at the arch. Yeah, I think it was stainless steel. Double plated stainless steel, and it's 600 and some feet in the air. If I recall correctly, 152 meters for those of you on the metric system, which is scientists and anyone in the country that's not silly like America. And it's on the Mississippi River. I mean, that's really what it is. They built a giant arch to commemorate Lewis and Clark's attempt to explore west and find the East-West Passage, which obviously doesn't exist, and American spirit and such and such. And now it's an awesome museum. It is actually a really cool monument. You can sit up right next to it. You can actually, touch it and whatnot. And it's a giant steel arch. It doesn't move hardly at all, and you can actually go up in it. I didn't know this before we visited, but yeah, there's actually a little like cat. Oh my god! I just realized I lost the pictures. That's annoying. That's actually really annoying. Oh well, I guess life happens. Yeah, you can buy these. Oh my god, government bureaucracy at its finest. So wait in a line to get into the museum part, which is below the arch, like below the ground, like below this grassy park area. So you wait in a line to get in there. Then once you're in there, you wait in a line to buy tickets to things, including going to the top of the arch. And then once you've waited in that line to buy that ticket, then you wait in this one line to get your ticket checked, and that kind of lets you begin the process. It's 3 lines to begin the process of going up into the arch. Once you pass that 3rd line, you go into like a mini, they called it a museum, but it wasn't a museum. There was like, it just arbitrary boxes and things and oldie time looking stuff, but there weren't plaques, explanations, or anything. It's silly. But then that area turned out to be another line for the for tram prep. Then you get at the end of that wonderful experience, you go down to the trams that are going to take you all the way up to the top of the arch. They don't let you use the stairs anymore, I presume for liability reasons, but then so you're in the line for the trams because you're not in the tram waiting area anymore, and then you get into the trams, and then you finally get to go up to the arch, the very top of the arch. It's great. You've been waiting in the line for like an hour, pardon me, you've been waiting in the last 3 lines for about an hour. The first 3 lines took far longer than that, but you get up there and you're like, yes, I'm so high and everything is wonderful, and you stare out of these teeny tiny windows. You can see across the Mississippi into Illinois, and you can also see into, oh gosh, the St. Louis Cardinals, I want to say, stadium. It's a baseball stadium. It was neat. And people up there can't follow directions, are not good at being in cramped quarters with other human beings, and it's just generally a miserable experience, especially on Memorial Day weekend, which was mostly our problem. But anyway, in summation, glory, 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 all glory to the Hypnotoad, and more videos of actual gameplay will come back this week, and they will be of things and stuff, and hopefully I'll see you on Wildstar. Thank you for watching this video. I know it's rambling, I'm tired, I've been moving, etc. You guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time.